What's up, friends? Today we're talking about the 5 areas you need to save up for when it comes to buying a house. Now, stay till the end of this video because we're going to talk about the two big ones, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to limit that cost to you. We can get some credits and more to come later in this video. Let's talk about number one, your earnest money deposit, also known as your EMD or your escrow deposit. Your escrow deposit is what holds the house pending or under contract for you when you get an accepted offer. Now, typically, this is 1% of the sales price. It can be negotiated to be a little bit less, and yet the more money you put down up front, the stronger your offer looks. Now, you will get this money back at settlement, so it will count towards that cash to close that I mentioned is coming at the end of this video. So don't be alarmed, you're not just giving money away for free. Number two, your home inspection. This is a big one and it's important. Now, when I say a big one, this is something that typically people are not expecting. And yet, after that first week or two of going under contract, you're going to have to pay somewhere in that $400 to $600 range if you want a home inspection. Your home inspection is one of your most important elements of the buying process. You do get what you pay for, so don't just look for the cheapest inspector. That money is paid to the inspector, and it's a cost that is worth it because it's going to protect you to make sure you're buying a house that you know is safe and free from those defects, and all that becomes negotiable later. Now, number three is your appraisal. This typically falls in a similar range as the home inspection, around that $500 mark, although you have two different ways to pay it. Most of the time, you are going to pay it up front. It's going to get a credit card or a debit card is going to be run. This is ordered by your lender or your bank who's doing the financing, and yet it protects you because an appraisal is going to be a third party that justifies the house being worth that much. See our other videos on appraisals for more details on what you can and can't do with those. Now, number four, this is the big one, your down payment. Now, a common misconception when buying a house is that you have to have 20% down to buy. That is not the case. We see transactions all the time take place and close with 0% down, 3.5% down, 3% down, 5% down, and so on and so forth. Now, that percent is of the sales price. So the more money you put down, typically the less you're financing, so the lower your monthly payment will be. Work with your lender to determine what the best puzzle piece fit is for you. The more money you put down may not be worth that savings you get on the monthly payment. It may make more sense to keep that cash in reserves and make sure you find a payment that you're comfortable with. Now, number five is closing costs. Closing costs are going to incorporate your lender fees, your loan origination fees, your title, and closing cost fees. Hence why it's called closing costs. Now, the cool thing about closing costs is you can get these covered by a credit. That was the tip and the trick I teased at the beginning of this video. Matter of fact, every single one of our buyers that have closed so far this year have received some type of credit from the seller and or from ourselves. We actually give credits back to our clients if they qualify for our Hero Benefit Program. That credit covers their closing costs and lowers what's called their cash to close at settlement. Now, your cash to close is your down payment and your closing costs combined, minus that EMD that you put down at the beginning of the process. I hope this helps. Be prepared when buying a house. If you are thinking about buying in the Richmond or surrounding area, we'd love to be your resource of choice. Shoot me a message. The email is info@edenpropertiesva.com. Again, that's info@edenpropertiesva.com. Or you can comment below and I'll personally reach out. Looking forward to chatting with you. Talk soon.